Hey everybody, hope everyone's keeping safe and well at home. I'm sure that you're all missing the golf course just as much as I am. Hopefully it won't be too much longer before we're actually getting back out onto the course and playing. In this time that we're actually at home though, we can still be working, doing little drills on our golf swing, just to help it that when we do come back to playing that we can actually just be a little bit more prepared to get back out there and start making a few swings. Hopefully we can do with a couple of the drills that have been given you over the last week or two. May have actually made a few changes and actually improved something within the actual golf swing. Today's drill, what I'm going to do is going to be about, it's like a total golf swing drill really. And what we're going to need is, really you could do it with one golf club or a secondary golf club that I may use. I'm using alignment sticks down here on the floor at the moment. But what we're going to do, we're going to take our golf club and we're going to hold the club. So we're almost feet shoulder width apart, like as if we're taking actual stance to make a shot. We're going to take the golf club. I'm going to actually have my palms facing forwards and I'm going to put my thumbs across the top of the club. Okay, so I've got the grip end facing what would be forwards for me and the head pointing up directly towards the sky. What we're going to do in this drill is actually get into our posture position, arms hanging down with our thumbs pointing out sideways, and we're going to make an actual start of our backswing. So from here we're going to actually make a rotational movement. We're going to coil the body, the weight's going to load onto the right hand side as it would in the actual normal golf swing. So we start the rotation and it comes around here. Okay, we'll feel the actual stretch within the actual swing and in your back, and the club is pointing down to the ground. It's going to be a great way of us actually being able to see if we're actually coming out of posture and extending from here. Quite unusual, but it can happen that we actually dip down too much and the club's pointing down to the ground. So what I've done here, I've just set up, put a ball there. This could just be something you could put a coin down, just something to represent what an actual ball is and where it would actually be. I'm going to take up my actual setup position. As I say, we're just going to grip, palms facing forwards, thumbs pointing out sideways, toe of the club pointing up towards the sky. Into my posture position. As I'm actually start to make that rotation, as we were just saying then, you're going to feel that as we turn here now, the actual grip end of the club is now going to be pointing down at our extended target line. Okay, so we've got our ball to target line that's here. I've just put the cane down behind it to extend that target line, and I want it to actually be that we actually rotate and it points down towards this extended ball to target line. Okay, as we do that, if we were actually coming out of posture, we'd actually be lifting it, be pointing too far in front, and then likewise if it was the other way, it'd be pointing down towards the ground. So it's just a nice rotational movement. Halfway back here, we can see that it's now pointing down towards the extended ball to target line. We can then continue this up to the top of the backswing, and what we'll see is the club is still pointing out in front of me. Okay, it's not up to the sky this way, it's not behind. If it'd be down towards the ground here. What we're going to feel is just a nice simple rotational movement. It's now pointing down towards the cane. Continue it up. As we start the downswing, okay, so we feel the lower half of the body starts to drive forward and we start to rotate down. What we're going to feel is that we're actually spearing the end of the club into the ball. So it rotates down into there. That's going to be the sensation. But now from here, what I want to do is the body to keep rotating. Okay, it's going to release the club. And what we're going to feel is that the club face, we can almost square up by the time it gets down into impact. Okay, so as we make that turn, it rotates back. Left shoulder is going to be working down towards the ball. Right shoulder working back up and around us. Club pointing down at the actual cane. Continue the turn. It's still pointing out in front of me. I spear the ball. Okay, then from there, my body rotates through and I square the club face up. This would then fall right the way through into our finish position. Okay, it's just another drill that we can still be doing, making sure that our body is just rotating, working properly, and we're not losing our spinal angle. Okay, all at the same time of working the club on a nice plane. So then when we actually come to swing the club, the actual plane is still in a similar position, and we can feel that that movement of it actually spearing the end of the club into the ball, but then it's squared up and everything rotates through. Give it a go, and I hope that little drill helps you. I'll see you all soon. Thanks. Bye.